Hey everyone, it is Monday, and you have made the right choice. You're listening to Daddy Issues. I'm Dean McDermott. I'm a daddy of 6. With me, as always, Adam Hunter, new daddy, beautiful girl,
Thank you.
Violet, and we're missing our other host today, Nicky Paris, who needs a daddy. He is back home in Jersey. His grandpa died, so we want to dedicate this show to Nicky's grandpa, Sonny Bonadonna. I hope I pronounced that correctly. We're thinking about you, Nicky, and your family, and we're sending you lots of love. And we look forward to seeing you back.
Yeah, we love you, Nicky. And actually, Nicky's giving the eulogy, which is going to be the biggest crowd he's ever performed in front of in his entire life.
That's why he was so quick to go. I knew it just wasn't out of the kindness of his heart. Okay, well, Nicky,
love you, Nicky.
We hope you crush.
Yes.
We hope you crush in the eulogy.
We actually talked about it because he was like, I was like, are you going to tell jokes? And he's like, no, last time he bombed at the last eulogy he actually did. he was like, wow, it's a real stiff crowd or something. Like he was just trying to do dead jokes,
right.
And it just did not go well for him.
It's tricky. I saw, before we introduce our very, very, very special guest, I saw on Instagram this funeral in Ireland, and the gentleman who was buried, they were like, the whole family was around the casket in the ground, 6 feet down, and he wanted, once the priest finished his service, he wanted the family to push play on this tape. And what it was him like knocking, hey,
my God.
I'm fucking in here.
Really?
Yeah, get me out.
Did people laugh or not?
They fell over laughing.
That's funny.
So he must have been like
That's the best way to
joker,
do it.
But I thought, what a great idea.
Yeah, I used to want to get buried naked so that girls would have to see me naked that never wanted to see me naked.
Like, open casket.
Open casket. But that's So talk to us. What's going on?
Okay, and one more shout out. I totally forgot. It's been a bad weekend for deaths. My friend Johnny Fever, his dad passed away. I want to give a shout out to his family and send our love their way. Enough about death.
Yes.
Okay, this is so much about rebirth, this show.
Yes.
We have a very, very special guest today. Mountains have moved. Hell is frozen over. Please help me welcome my ex-wife, Mary Jo Eustice.
Put your hands together.
Put your
Wow.
hands together.
Thank you, Dean.
Mary Jo Eustice, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Dino. I'm so thrilled to be here. You've got a job. It's awesome.
Oh, wow.
Well, yeah, you're gonna be disappointed. It doesn't pay anything.
Came out swinging.
It doesn't matter. It's a beautiful office. It's a wonderful atmosphere. It's a comedy store.
It keeps me off the street.
It's awesome.
I love coming here.
Yeah.
The hallowed halls of the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
To have free reign, like we could run around and do whatever we want in here. And
It's pretty great.
It's fantastic.
It's pretty great. And I'm really happy because I got free parking. I didn't trust you to front me the $14, so they let me.
They let you park in the back?
Yeah, they let me park in the back.
Okay.
So I just had to leave my keys in the car.
Yeah.
So hopefully I'll be fine in the car. So hopefully I'll be good.
Well, they're nice here at the Comedy Store.
They're so sweet.
So we hadn't talked in over 3 years.
No, we have not. You blocked me.
Yeah.
Adam, enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride.
We would get into this routine.
Yep.
She'd text me something or I text her, and then we'd get into this back and forth of just being nasty to each other. And then I finally go, okay, I've had enough. I'm blocking you. So
what was the last thing that did it? What was the main?
Oh, who knows? He blocked me all the time. Sometimes he thought he blocked me and he hadn't, and then sometimes he did.
These texts, so I had to really pay attention to my blocking.
Yeah. His blocking skills weren't 100%. Sometimes I got through. But anyway, he unblocked me on Friday night.
Friday night was a big night. Yeah.
Big, huge night.
Our son Jack turned 21, so he came into town from San Francisco.
Happy birthday, Jack.
With some of his friends, and we went and had a lovely dinner.
Yeah.
And
Tori
and Mary Jo were communicating about the party, and then the text started to
She
get
didn't
friendly.
block me. She let me text her.
Yeah, she's never blocked. She's just a better person than I am.
I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's never blocked me.
She never blocked Mary Jo, but so, through all this, it started this dialogue, and the dialogue got friendlier and friendlier and friendlier, and then cut to Friday night at the restaurant. Tori sits down. Mary Jo's to her left. I'm to the right of Tori. Tori turns her back on me.
She did.
The whole night.
She
Turns
did.
into Mary Jo. And that's when the love fest began.
And have you guys ever talked before, you and Tori?
We've talked before, but this was a whole new level of love, I have to admit. The first thing she said to me was, I'll sit beside you. And she did. And it was on. It was full game on. 3 or 4 hours. We had the most amazing time. We had incredible conversations. She was patting my hair a lot. She'd like to pat my hair.
Well, your hair was falling down your eyes, so she would go like this and put it behind your ear.
She would pat my hair and fix my hair for me, which is such a nice girl thing.
Yeah, and then then when she did turn to me, she was like, "Your ex-wife is awesome. I love her. She's so funny."
Yeah.
And what were you thinking during this?
I'm thinking
he wanted to kill himself. Truthfully,
no. I was hoping that maybe they'd scissor later, but that's where I went. That's where my head went.
Dean, here we go. Here we go. And the thing is, Tori and I
low-hanging fruit.
Low-hanging fruit.
You know me.
Did you really think that or no?
No,
probably.
I'm kidding. I was thrilled.
He was thrilled. But anyway, we started. I was on tequila. She was on margaritas, and just cut to the next day. Both of us had alcohol poisoning for 24 hours. We were both so sick.
Both laid out.
But we tied one on, and the staff was taking a long time getting my drinks. And you can edit. You can edit here, right?
Right.
Can you edit?
We can
if
edit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, Tori, God bless
be.
her, and this is when I loved her. She said, "Who do I have to blow to get a drink for my friend Mary Jo?" And I said, "You know what? I like this girl."
Yeah, I put that on a T-shirt, by the way. Here, this is for you.
Thank you so much.
Who do I have to blow to get a drink from my friend Mary Jo?
Which I thought was really, really lovely.
That was.
Yeah. Were you surprised by all this?
No, Adam, and that's a really good question, and I can see why you're co-hosting. Seriously. No, I had made a decision before I went to the dinner that what had ever happened in the past, we had moved beyond it, and there was no animosity, and I really just wanted to move on. Dean and Jack are getting along famously. They're getting along really, really great, which I love. So their relationship is super strong. Tori and I have been, dealing with each other on a different matter, and she's been fabulous and understanding and wonderful. And I thought, what's the point anymore?
Yeah.
There's no point.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel it. I don't feel it anymore. I just want everybody to do super, super well. So when Dean walked in and looked terrified, like, he might shit his pants or something. I've never seen him look more terrified in his life.
She was going to be there?
No.
You didn't know she was going to be there?
Oh, he
No,
knew.
I knew she was going to be there.
He knew, but he just never knows. And I just said
I just
to
don't know
him,
which Mary Jo I'm going to get.
Right.
She's bipolar.
he asked me if I was a Scientologist.
Because of the change
because of the change. So I told him that it was all good. And then, Tori and I actually have kind of similar personalities in some ways. And
very similar.
Yeah. And we just got along amazing. And we, for some reason, we both think we got food poisoning, but everybody else will say it was alcohol poisoning. And we tied one on.
It was a fixed menu.
You think maybe Dean poisoned both of you to get both of you out of the question?
Tori thought somebody might have put something in their drinks.
I think our drinks were roofied.
You think so?
Well, I can do 3 margaritas. No problem. Yeah. That's not a big deal.
Yeah, and so can Tori. Like, not a problem.
And your son must have been thrilled. Jack must have been thrilled about this.
He had the best night of his life.
It was the best night of his life. And he had this big cupcake cake, and he was just looking and going, I can't believe this is all happening. And he had these most amazing friends, and they were laughing and enjoying every moment of it. And one of his friends said, "Oh my God, I can't wait to come to the next episode of this." Like, they absolutely loved it. So it was one for the books. It was an epic evening.
It was a good one.
Yeah.
But
you guys are married for what, 14 years?
12 years.
12 years.
Have you listened to any of the episodes of the podcast?
No.
We talked about you guys getting naked at the monastery, right?
I told the convent when we went to the Catholic, we had to do the Catholic weekend to get married in the Catholic church.
Yes.
I remember we all rebelled when that one guy, he talked about condoms, and they were like, well, people are going to die of AIDS regardless of the Catholic Church.
And you guys went skinny dipping.
And we all went, we got a couple bottles of wine, and we all went skinny dipping in the nuns' pool.
That's true. Now, we also had our reception at my Aunt Sue's convent in Toronto.
Right.
And she had one of the most beautiful houses in Toronto. And it was, we had the reception in her backyard, and we had like hors d'oeuvres and alcohol, obviously. And we got all the food delivered to the convent before our party. And the nuns, who were on painkillers for, I don't know what they were on, ate all the food.
Like,
there was no food.
It was a catering company that I worked with, and I started a valet company with. So they were like, oh, don't worry about it. Like, we're not going to do a sit-down dinner, but we're going to do hand-passed. Your guests are going to be stuffed, like, because that was our worry.
Yeah.
So, like, 12 nuns would hover around the back door where the
Well, they're
food
not
would
having
come out.
sex, Adam, because they're not.
Of course.
So there's food.
They're shoving food in their face as opposed to shoving things elsewhere. So they needed.
Well, this is really nice. You guys are fun. Because I know, like, from the tabloids, it was just rough.
Listen, it's been a rough ride. There's no doubt about it. You
Absolutely.
can't write it. You can't write it. But at a certain point in time, you just have to, you just have to put it in the rearview mirror.
And you're remarried, right?
No.
Oh.
No, never, Adam. That will never happen.
Take a drink of water, Mary.
So Dean has ruined your marriage for you?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
You'd never
Get married again?
Get married again. Like, so what? Say somebody like just swept you off your feet. like I did back in the
Yeah. Again, I don't know why my TB's kicking in. You know what? Yeah, why not? I might get married again. I guess when I say that, my throat starts to constrict and I get a rash. But
we'll pass on this. We don't have to talk about it. I don't want you to get sick.
No. I would get remarried.
But who do you have the kid? You had another kid, right? That
yes.
was the one night stand, or that was a boyfriend? Or...
What is wrong with you? Why are you here?
I'm just asking these, right? Then I love it.
No.
See, this is how conversations happen.
Yeah.
This is great. That's what.
No,
that's why Adam is so key to the show.
I actually. No, I adopted my daughter. My
that's so nice
Lola.
of you.
Yeah, she's just a total babe.
I was wondering when you showed me pictures, I was like, oh, I guess maybe the father's an NBA player or something.
Yeah. She's tall. She's 5'8", and she's like a rock star.
Or she slept with a gardener.
Right. Oh, okay. So you adopted her. That's very nice of you.
Thank you.
That's very sweet of you.
Thank you. And one day you'll hear the full story, but not on this podcast.
Yeah.
So she is just
That's
amazing.
a long story. We need a couple of podcasts.
She's amazing, and she is the love of my father's life. Smokey, who's 84, and he is called Smokey because he smokes a pack a day.
Yeah,
and
he was one of those smokers who would light a cigarette off his butt.
Yeah, all the time.
Constantly smoke. Like, you give them a newborn baby, he's got to smoke, and the ash is falling on the baby.
And red wine. But he's a lawyer. He's a very smart guy. He's a bit cantankerous and a bit controversial. But that is Lola's best friend. They're best friends.
That's so funny.
Yeah,
they
eat
because I don't know much.
together.
All I know about you is that you were like
a bitch,
Canada's sweetheart. Kind of that you were like this, you had this cooking show and everyone loved you, and then Dean left you, and then everyone got mad at Dean.
Yeah. How do you know that?
Because I have friends from Canada. Because when I tell them that I do shows with Dean, they're like, "Oh yeah, everyone got mad at him."
Who are your friends from Canada? I bet I know them.
My friend Dino.
Dino who? Another Dino?
My friend Rick Bronson. He owns the comic strip. And Tammy. Nice. They told me that everyone took your side.
Oh, Adam, I love you. I'm so glad you're here now.
No, they did. Yeah,
they did.
You just won Mary Jo over. Adam.
Yeah,
no, I'm just telling you what I honestly heard.
No, it's no. I had a big career in Canada. I did about. We both
did. I.
We both did. Remember those days?
So did I.
I was nominated for several Geminis, which is the equivalent of an Emmy. So were you?
Which is the equivalent of
an
handshake.
Emmy. Yeah, right. Well, no, it was pretty in Canada.
I'm a Taurus.
They don't have the Geminis anymore. That's how important they are. They're gone now, right? They don't do them anymore.
No, they still do them.
They have the Capricorn.
Canadian actor.
Exactly.
They do a Canadian actor award.
I lost to a dead person twice, so that was
Who?
hard. Brian, the guy who did Brian Lanahan. I lost to him twice. He was dead twice.
How was his speech?
Okay. It was okay.
He came out cold.
And I was also pregnant with Jack for the second award, so they put me on the aisle, and I thought we were going to win. And we were the first award, and I'd maybe gained 25 pounds in the last week of my pregnancy.
That was me.
What, the gain of weight?
That was me.
You were nominated.
I was nominated
You were
when
nominated.
you were pregnant, and I lost to Al Waxman.
Yeah. Was he dead?
No, he died shortly after.
He's dead
Look
now.
at her taking your accolades.
I know, right?
All right, so
I gave birth the next day. I got on my bouncy ball when I went home, and I said, "Enough of this shit."
Was
and
it
I
the next
delivered
day?
Jack the next day. Yeah.
Wow.
I did. Yeah.
So you guys were married, and you had up and downs, and it was fun.
Yeah, I mean, we had fun. We had fun. We did have fun. We had a fun life.
We did. No,
we had a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. We had a lot of laughs. The amazing thing, and I'll always hold it dearly in my heart, is when I married Mary Jo, I got the family that I never had. Her mom and dad became my mom and dad. Her brothers and sisters, Michael, Lizzie, and Dee Dee, they became my brothers and sisters. So it was really, really incredible. We had and you won't read about this in the tabloids or anything, and this will be in the tabloids. So let's get it fucking straight. We had a great time.
We had this all of us were married, so there's 4 kids, 3 are divorced now. But we had this motley crew of people that was like a party animal bus. Like we were
wherever we went.
Yeah, we just had the best time. They're all characters, so we always had fun, big holidays and stuff like that in a very strong family. So yeah, I mean, interesting.
But you apologized to her, right? You apologized for.
I apologized. And again, it was very difficult. It was under the microscope. It was in the spotlight. It was weekly news, and things got blown up. Tempers got blown up. Personalities got blown out of proportion. So it was a really tricky roadmap for everyone, and I'll say especially for you, because
I'd say
I'm the one that left.
But also he's a great guy. He's a loving guy and a sweet guy, big heart.
He's okay. He's complicated. You're a complicated person.
I'm a complicated,
slightly mentally ill. You're mentally off. You are a little mentally off for sure.
That's why I got along with your family so well.
Yeah. You're a little mentally off, and you're complicated. You're not hateable. Sometimes, but not really.
That's a really nice. That is so sweet. My God,
yeah.
the milk of human kindness flows out of your titties. Still,
that's your favorite expression. You love that expression.
That's going to be on your gravestone. Dean McDermott. He's not hateable.
He's not hateable.
That's so white trash Canadian. No, I mean, we had fun, and obviously, if we got married, you must have had good qualities. So anyway, it's in the rear view mirror.
And you had some too.
I think that I did. Adam, am I a catch or what?
You're very attractive. I don't know about your character, but you seem like very nice. I know him.
Yeah,
I know Tori. I'm kind of on their team.
Yeah,
but you seem very sweet, and you're not what I thought you were.
What did you think, Adam?
I thought you were going to be like Kelly Ripa or something, or because you were like the Good Day. I thought you'd be the equivalent of like a
morning show host?
Like a morning show host.
And what, how am I coming across? If it's a biker? Like what?
You come across as like a really...
More like a therapist.
Like like a hot therapist.
Oh.
Or like
okay.
Like someone that should be a character on one of his movies.
Watch, Adam.
on like Lifetime or
You're
something.
about to get aroused.
Watch this.
This is good, right? I just put on my glasses.
I like the Better Off. Be honest.
No, really?
No, I'm kidding. They're a little
maybe
thick.
if you clean them.
Yeah, I know. I sat on them before I got here. Anyway, here's the deal.
You seem very deep.
I am deep.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. I forgive you. I forgive you. I've moved on. I know you've forgiven me. I really want everybody to have a good life, don't you? You look a bit confused, but I do.
No,
I do.
I'm not confused at all. I have wanted this from the get-go.
Yeah, but you weren't ready for it until it happened. You weren't ready for it until now.
But to be forgiven?
Okay, true enough.
Yeah,
true
so
enough,
the universe...
I also wanted everything
Why would
to
he not be ready for you to forgive him? Isn't that your thing?
No, the universe conspired with everything that's happened in the last couple of years for us to be at this place. So the timing was right.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
And by the way, Tori and I are doing a show together. I love that Tori Spelling. I'm seriously, she's awesome.
She's the
doing a show together?
Sweetest girl in the world.
What's it called? Like
I don't know.
They don't know yet.
Now,
but
did you ever cheat on him?
No.
Did
Did you ever cheat on me when you were married?
Well, hold up.
Who was the guy who was the AD on your show?
Oh yeah, him.
You did cheat?
No, I did not cheat. No, I didn't. No, I didn't cheat.
You had like emotional cheating?
He loved me though.
Shooting went late, and
he loved me. He did love me. He did love me, but I didn't cheat. I didn't.
Why? But why is there like a smirk? Like you just got caught with your hand?
No. I didn't cheat. I didn't cheat.
Did we just catch Mary Jo?
No. It sounds like you cheated.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
But did you? Okay, so you didn't actually technically cheat.
But she did have a guy who was in love with her.
He was in love with me.
But did you like lead him on and have long phone calls at night? And,
no,
emotionally,
not really.
They would go for drinks a lot after work.
We would go for drinks with the cast and crew and
then
stuff
once
like that.
I think you met him to go see a band or something.
Maybe something like that.
Did you think she was cheating on you?
Yeah, he probably did. Did you?
I did. Yeah, that relationship bugged me.
Well, I did say to him that night at the bar, I said, this is not going to happen. I'm not going to sleep with you. And of course, he was crushed. I mean, wouldn't you be?
But did he kiss you or?
No.
Oh, so she never cheated on you?
He just loved me.
Yeah.
He did. He loved me. What can I tell you?
Have you heard from him since the breakup?
No.
Oh, you know
He's
what
divorced.
You know what that's just reminding me of?
What?
Have you heard of Mike Bullard?
Oh,
you know the
God.
comedian Mike Bullard,
No.
Canadian comedian, used to be a cop, became a successful comedian, had a talk show, which was like the talk show in Canada. And as soon as he found out that Mary Jo and I broke up,
that's true.
he sought her out and was like, "Oh, I heard you got divorced. So,
Oh, that's
if you ever want a real man."
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
I've had that happen a lot.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're
he had a head
woman,
like a
that's
bleached
screwed up.
pumpkin.
I hate guys like that. They just wait. They look like that's lame.
And
Yeah.
it's weird because we were friends with him. We both did his show, and then as soon as we broke up, he was right in there.
Yeah,
not
yeah.
cool.
Well, he didn't get right in there, that's for sure. That did not happen.
Well, he tried to.
He did try. He did try.
Yeah.
But yeah, oh gosh, I'd forgotten about all those Canadians.
No, but when you were with her, you were at the top of your game.
Top of his game.
Yeah, I was a
Like-
big fish in a small pond.
Like you were a huge actor, everything was going great.
We owned a beautiful house in Yorkville. Like I was killing it.
Yeah, he was
I
doing
was
well.
killing
So was I. We were both doing
And
really,
we were
really
both
well.
doing really well.
Yeah.
You were
Then we moved to LA.
Yeah.
You're both doing really well
Yeah.
in different ways.
Yeah, and then we moved to LA.
I'm always trying to build him up because he sometimes gets really hard on himself.
Well, yeah. I mean, the choices, right? But I will say this: you're a very good actor. You always were a good actor.
Wow.
You were. You were.
Do you remember the argument when we'd have knockdown, drag 'em out fights?
What would I say?
Your go-to was like, "You're just a fucking B-list actor."
I would say be actor. I would say that.
Why would you say that to him?
Because that's what
she knows my buttons.
That's what I felt at the time.
Well, what did you do to get her to say that?
Oh, God knows.
Probably.
He
I
was
don't
horrible.
know. I argue about this stupid shit on sort of like on a loop.
He holds on to stuff.
I hold grudges.
Yeah. You need to let go.
It's a Scorpio.
You don't do that with Tori though.
A little bit. A little bit.
Interesting.
A little bit. I mean,
Very
I am.
interesting.
I'm a complex character. Listen, put it this way: you wouldn't want to date me,
Or be married
Adam,
to him.
or be married to me, or live with me. You wouldn't want to be roommates with me.
No.
Like,
I mean, as far as I know, you're a very giving, generous
but
guy.
then there's. I mean,
But you
that.
do get really, really hard on yourself
There
to the
is
point where
that.
you get to like.
Well, that's the.
you get really
God,
depressed.
this is like a whole therapy session.
is.
Seriously.
You know
Right.
what?
It's-
We have got to do another episode with Mary Jo and Tori.
Yeah. Have tea.
Well, they say comedy equals tragedy plus time.
Yeah,
Right.
so
And
that
there's been
makes
time.
sense.
Here we go.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah. So my wish for you would be if you got back into your acting, and that could
You know what?
happen again.
I would love that.
Yeah.
More than anything.
Yeah.
But this town doesn't give a shit about me or what I've done. I can't even get an agent.
You can't get an agent.
I don't have
Even
an,
I have an agent.
I was with ICM. I was with UTA. I was with big agents, and I can't get an agent to save my life. I don't get a sniff at anything. So what happened is I started turning into bitter actor. I was like, fuck that guy. Why did that guy get that part? Why didn't I get a sniff at that? And even following my friends in Toronto who are working a lot because it's so busy there, I'm like, why him? Why not me? Why didn't I get an audition? So I started to get, I was like, oh, that's the guy I swore I would never be.
Right.
So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. And it coincided with meeting Adam. And I told Adam the story of when I was 19, I wanted to get into comedy, but I didn't know my ass from my elbow, didn't have a perspective. So it was easier for me to play other people.
So there you go.
And then he was like, no, you gotta get up.
Yeah.
You gotta go. And so
Is this your most serious podcast
I was like, you got to make your own breaks.
Kind of.
You got to make your own breaks.
Yeah.
So here I am at 52. I'm doing stand-up because I can't get a break acting-wise. I've got a great resume. I've got a great demo reel. I hardly ever say this. I've got great chops. I'm a really good actor. I can hold my own with anybody, but I can't get a fucking break in this town. So I'm trying to make my own.
Well, maybe it's going to happen after this. That was like almost an Oscar speech. I was mesmerized.
Was
so
it?
maybe, yeah. I mean,
Are
you got
crying?
it. No, I'm not.
No, okay.
No,
Not
I'm
as
not. No,
Now, what did you
No,
think?
it's-
Did
you
you
have
watch
sleep in
any
your
of?
eye.
Did you watch any of his reality shows?
No.
Thank God. Well, nobody did.
No, I didn't. No, I was on one. I went on one.
Yeah,
I went on one.
Oh my God, that was.
That was 4 or 5 years ago when I had my 4-hour lunch with Tori.
Yeah, you had a lunch with Tori.
I had my lunch with Tori, and then I went to a couple of birthday parties and did the whole thing. And, it was full circle, and it was interesting. Jack wanted to be on it. I would never let Jack be on it. And he wanted to be on it and have a big 16th birthday party because he always saw all the big parties.
It was true, Tori. It was mistake.
Yeah. But you know what? There's no mistakes.
Every time.
There's no mistakes.
Every time Tori and Mary Jo would get together, and I'm citing this lunch, for example, Tori would come home and go, what the fuck is wrong with you? I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, the things Mary Jo said about you, like you're horrible.
I did not.
Why? What did you say about him?
I actually didn't say any horrible things about you.
No, my behavior towards you is what she was referring to.
Well, it wasn't good.
What did he do?
Yeah.
He was an asswipe. We know. I mean, we know what happened.
It's
he was an asswipe. I mean, it was bad, but we all overcame. And there was lots of tears, but there was lots of humor in it.
There was.
I mean,
you weren't so great yourself there, sister. Okay.
Where?
In all of this too.
No, I'm not saying.
Okay.
But I did. I did the best I could.
What did she do?
She is the word I'm looking for. She has a very usurpic tongue.
Oh, acerbic. Yes,
acerbic tongue.
yes.
She's a sharp-tongued devil. She's very, very cunning. And
Yeah, but what does she do though? I mean, those are just the words.
She can rip you to shreds.
Really?
Verbally. Yeah.
That's
She
it.
can. She
That's
can,
all.
And that's where she gets.
Is that why you
from,
got so
She gets
upset?
that from her
Is
dad.
that why you cheated? You're like, fuck this. This girl's being mean to me. Call me a B actor.
No, they were no.
Anyway,
that's another episode.
There's like, okay, I'm so glad we're delving into this, but
I think I have to take mushrooms for that show.
Here's what I'm trying to say because I'm losing my train of thought. The whole thing, the whole experience was so surrealistic, and there's only a few people I can actually talk to about it. Like Brandy Glanville from The Real Housewives is a friend of mine. I like her. From Beverly Hills, because the same thing happened to her. You just don't run into anybody.
Eddie Cibrian.
Yeah.
A lot of girls get cheated on.
No, but not where it plays out in the tabloids, and it just doesn't. Trust me, it doesn't. And going on for a decade, and it just doesn't. There's very few people that happens to. So
anything that happens that you do in your life that gets put in the tabloids just amplifies everything, and in not a good way.
Right, and it also you become an observer in your own life. Right. So you see, like, you're not even participating in the fact that your marriage is ended because your marriage is ended in 3 weeks and it's everywhere. So you can't even process that your marriage is ended. And, you're going to be a single mother and all that. So it's.
And you're combating the person that you've broken up with, but you're also combating the press.
Well, I was so naive. I didn't have any idea. I just didn't think anybody would care. And so it was just this massive thing that got a life of its own, and it went on and on and on. But that journey, that trajectory that I went on, I mean, the stuff that happened in my life. I wrote a best-selling book about divorce. I got my own radio show. I wrote other books. I got to be interviewed by Larry King, The View, regular on Joy Behar, Access. I mean, I got so many great.
Did you trash him on all those things or no?
Pardon? No.
Pretty much. Yeah,
no.
Pretty much. Even the doctors.
Anyway, so I got, and then there was lots of laughs along the way too. I mean, there has to be because it's such a bizarre situation. So
do people come up to you and say, "Hey, I can't," but you watch the new Tori and Dean and
all the time.
And then
all the time.
And then what do you? Because sometimes people come up to me and say things like that to me. Like, and then I just want to. I'm crying on the inside because I'm like, get me away from these people.
Yeah.
What do you? How do you?
What are some of the worst things that people have said to you about me?
Oh, you don't want to know.
I want to.
I do. Oh yeah, no, please.
No, you don't want to know. And I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. I really don't.
Give us the top three.
But here's the thing too. When it all happened, I was getting trashed. She's like 60 years old and unattractive, and she didn't put out and support their love. So I actually don't listen to what anybody says. I really don't care. I just care about.
You did put out.
I did put out in my
once we had a kid.
Yeah, I put out. But I'm just saying that I don't look at any of that stuff now. I can't even imagine how you deal with it.
Just coming up to you
yeah,
in
they
the
did.
street.
People would give me money.
People give you money?
Yeah, people would give me money.
Yeah,
because they'd be like, "Dean's not paying child support."
You poor thing.
Yeah, you poor thing. So people would
you're like
come
a
up.
successful Hollywood or Canadian actress.
I was in Canada. No, but people.
Do you know to this day people will post on my Instagram and say, "Pay your alimony." Or no, pay your child support. It's like, okay, well, for starters, it's not child support. Child support was done when Jack turned 18.
Yeah. By the way. Yeah.
By the way. Yeah. But they still, to this day, people are like.
You did pay child support.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So what do people.
Yeah. And alimony. But people are still, to this day, saying, hey, your wife, you're such a scumbag, deadbeat.
Were you telling everyone that he wasn't paying child support?
I don't want to go there either. Okay.
Means yes.
I like that you're inquisitive, but I don't want to go there. But what I'm trying to say.
But that's been documented in interviews.
Yeah.
Like, we're not telling tales out of class.
So what I'm trying to say to people is that when you have a life experience like that, which is so large and it becomes objective, right? Because you can't even be a part of it. Like, it does make you, I think, a better person at the end of the day, because you either learn from it or you fall.
And you learn from it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why are you still single though?
Well,
she's complicated.
I'm actually kind of dating right now.
Who?
I can't go into it.
Is he a comedian?
No.
Oh.
He's a lawyer, right?
He's not an actor.
He's an athlete?
He's an athlete?
Yeah.
He is?
No, I'm asking.
I don't know. But I'm really excited. I mean,
he's a lawyer, correct?
He's got some law degrees.
Okay, there we go.
Yes, and he's lovely and smart and everything. So it would be nice to have a nice relationship.
I think he's 5'1".
Is it Stormy Daniels?
Lawyer? Yeah. It's Michael Levante or whatever his name is.
Avenatti.
Avenatti. What I was going to say is I'm really excited because my friend Josh, I hope you're listening, Josh Lucas, who I met with my brother at Dana Point. My brother's a surfer. He's one under the GM for the Chicago Bears. So he's on the field with the Bears.
Wow.
Okay,
so you want to play for the Bears?
No, I don't want to play for the Bears.
You want to get in the locker room?
Yes.
Okay.
He's coming January.
Nicky dated a bear.
Did he really?
I mean, different kind of bear.
Harry.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah. So he's coming November 17th, and we're going to the Bears and the LA Rams. I'm so excited.
Dean, how do you know that her boyfriend's 5'1"?
I just made that up.
He's not 5'1".
I was making a Jewish lawyer.
Are you? You're not jealous, are you? I mean,
no, I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled. I'm not jealous, honestly.
Don't be too thrilled.
No,
in the sense that I hope it lasts. I don't know. In this dating time and
everything
world
you've
and
been
everything.
through, all signs point to like.
Did you meet him on like Tinder or
don't
Bumble
date.
or
No. No, I didn't.
J-Date, Soul Swipe? Or...
What's Soul Swipe?
It's for Black people.
Oh,
is there a
that's
Soul Swipe?
awesome. Soul Swipe.
Yeah.
How do you know that?
They're a sponsor of the show.
My friend,
Are they really?
that's where I met my wife. No,
Did you? Your daughter, yeah. No, I met him 10 years
You're
ago.
going to sign up for Soul
But you met him
Swipe,
10 years.
aren't you?
Wait, this guy's had a 10-year plan? To hook up
No,
with
no,
you?
I met him 10 years ago through friends, and
Oh, right, and
we'll
it
just see
didn't
where it
work
all
out at the
goes.
time,
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
reconnected.
but it did make me think. Okay, maybe it would be nice to date and have a relationship. Maybe that would be a good thing.
Why wouldn't you want to have a
Well, I
relationship?
don't know.
Oh, wait a second.
I'm not sure.
Is it the lawyer you got to sue me? Is it? No.
No, not which one.
I don't
How many
know.
times-
Which one?
How many times did she sue you?
A few,
No. Was it?
2 or 3.
Yeah, but
The huge, pretty much.
you didn't. You did use lawyers a couple times.
Yeah,
you
and then
did-
I
you started
represented
doing it on
myself.
yourself.
Yeah, I just started doing it by myself. So yeah, I would actually like to have a relationship. I've never said that in 14 years.
Wow,
Yeah.
you have changed. 'Cause it's really funny that you said that you get through this or you fall down and you want to get past all this, and I truly believe that you do.
Are you on medication?
Because
Does it show?
No, I'm on medication, but it seems like somebody who all of a sudden is lightened up and
Are you? What medication are you on?
Celexa. It's for anxiety.
I have. I'm on 10 milligrams of Celexa too.
There we go. See?
How many milligrams are you?
10 milligrams.
I have horrible anxiety.
Me too.
It's new though. How
I'm
long
on
have you had?
Cymbalta.
How long have you? Are you?
I've been on it for like 20 years.
Should I have just said I'm on Celexa?
Why not?
Yeah.
Okay. There's no.
Okay.
You know what? The one thing I do promote on the show
That's
is
so funny
talking
that you're
about
on-
and
No, but I could tell. But it's just also somebody who all of a sudden lately like have just
No,
come
no.
to
I
the
was
fact that
like
you're just-
this before. This started about This started before. I only started this like a couple of months ago because my anxiety was crippling. I've never had anxiety in my life. It's horrible, right?
It's horrible. I have OCD. Like I have to I just think of the worst case scenario is going to happen, and then I just can't get these thoughts out of my head. So then
maybe
Yeah,
that's what I
it is.
have.
So then I take it, and I'm just like, if I don't get enough sleep,
See, Dean wants to
sleep
make it
is
about
really-
him.
No,
sleep is
because
really sleep is really important.
I'm trying to figure out what the fuck's going on.
But I have
Not
like
good.
anxiety. Like, okay, I said something. I'll go back and be like, oh, why did I tell Dean that? Oh, Dean's gonna hate me, and then he's gonna say this, and then they're gonna cancel this, and the next thing I know, I'm like homeless.
Right,
Like I
right.
just,
Yeah,
I,
yeah,
yeah,
I
yeah.
always, and then my wife's gonna leave me. I'm
That's
like,
called chandeliering, by the way.
it's called chandelier.
Chandelier.
Chandeliering, yeah. So you just go out to every
And
branch.
the worst, like a joke bombs. I mean, I'm not funny, and I'm not gonna make any money, and I'm not gonna work ever again. It just,
This is the first
it
time
just
I'm
goes
hearing
like,
this.
Yeah,
He's the
yeah.
most
forever.
positive guy I know.
Yeah.
Well, I've been on that. I went to a psychiatrist who said I have OCD. It used to be really bad. Like I would drive and think I hit somebody, and knowing I didn't. And
Yeah.
I'd circle the block, or I would go and like lock my door,
And then
I'd
check
leave.
it a million
I go,
times.
and my door's not locked. Someone's gonna break into my house and kill my family. It's all my fault. And so like it's just like, and then next thing you know, you're not dealing with what's in front of you.
Yep.
You're dealing with what's in your head.
Yeah.
And then you go,
It's
and
crippling.
then that becomes like, well, now I'm not going to become successful because this is what I'm thinking of as opposed to what really is going on. It just goes on and on
It's
and on.
crippling.
Okay,
and
well,
it,
yeah.
and it pushes a lot of people to off
Alcohol.
themselves.
Right, right.
Drug
Well-
abuse, alcohol, and suicide. And so that's why it's totally fine. And I encourage you guys talking about
Well, anxiety is
depression
yeah.
and anxiety.
Anxiety's so you do that, but you don't just arrive there and get better. Like you have to like
You have to
do the work before,
yeah.
and then
Well,
then-
no,
and 10 milligrams, by the way, is barely
It's
therapeutic.
I know. The
right?
problem with that is like it takes, one of the side effects is it like takes forever to meet. It lowers my sex drive.
Oh,
And then my wife is upset because she thinks that I want to bang her.
Yeah.
And then I try telling her, no, it's my anxiety. And then Dean goes, hey, don't worry. I have a TRT doctor, which will then
what's
Every-
TRT?
testosterone
Oh.
replacement center.
therapy.
So therapy. So then I go that, and he goes, don't worry, he'll give you the Dean special. So he charged me twice as much. So
No.
now I'm paying for Dean's testosterone too.
Ew. Don't pay for
So,
that.
like, no, I'm not.
No.
doing
Here,
that.
I've got an idea. I
What, are
wanted
you
to.
getting boners now?
Yeah, I was
Okay,
getting
well, then
boners
shut
before.
up.
I never not got a boner. It just, but then that becomes.
Could you not
anxiety.
keep your boner?
No, sometimes
It was like a half mass.
I wouldn't be excited. Like I'd be like, let's go to bed or something, and as opposed to like if I work myself up. But then sometimes it would like the boner lasts too long,
Oh,
and then the girl gets upset because she
the
thinks
girl, your wife.
this is before.
Jesus.
My wife I only lasts like she has the magic touch. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, I saw that. I want to tell you something. I want to tell you something that's really, really good that I started to do because both of you sound a bit on the edge.
Kegel
No,
exercise.
it's Kundalini Yoga.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah, we'll
Okay.
definitely be there.
Okay, I go to I go to this place called Yoga West, and it is yoga and meditation, and it changes your brain chemistry. So, no. What's his face was beside me because he's bananas. Toby Maguire was doing it beside me.
Oh, wow.
So what it does is you go, and it's all breathing because everything is realigning your brain chemistry, and you breathe, and you do. There are different levels of what you could do.
Yeah, I tried that the whole time I was sitting there.
No. Listen to me
Go
right now.
All right.
And you do chanting, and you can even get music. And I'm telling you, after a few, you won't even believe it. And then when you lie down and they do the gong, like you'll have some out of body weird thing, and you'll leave calmer.
I know, but here's what I'll do. I could do an hour of that or an hour of kickboxing.
Or you could jump off a roof. So go do Kundalini Yoga. Like, go get healthy.
What if I the roof to the yoga class?
Just go do it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, like you have to. It's. I'll give you the information, but you really just have to say, I'm taking 2 hours. The world's not going to change, and you just have to do it.
All right, fine.
It's funny that you mentioned that because Tori and I were just talking about that yesterday because she went to this Reiki specialist and she's all blocked everywhere, and she's recommending Kundalini Yoga and the hot box yoga,
Bikram.
Vinyasa.
Yeah.
And Bikram yoga. So
I hated Bikram.
I'm a big fan of it and meditation. I just don't do it. It's really weird that I get all these tools placed in front of me to help myself.
And you don't do it. You have to do it.
I won't pick them up. I won't do it.
Well, don't you want to feel better?
Yes.
I mean, really?
I don't think my Cymbalta is working. I used to be on Celexa, and I was better on Celexa.
Now, Dean says that he feels very guilty because he said when your son was younger, he walked in on you guys having sex, and then he became gay.
Dean said that?
I did not say that.
But you did say he walked in on you guys having sex.
On his second
you
wife.
said the first wife.
That was Tori and I. No.
Second wife, not me.
Did Jack ever?
You said Jack.
Oh, we never had sex, so Jack never walked in.
It wasn't Jack, no.
You guys never had sex? Come on.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Not as much as I'm having now.
He is having sex every single day. It is kind of weird, though.
Poor Tori.
I know.
I feel your pain, Tori.
The poor thing.
Well, he's a big guy.
We'll talk. Huge.
Wow.
Okay.
Upper body, she meant.
Yeah, upper body.
Upper body.
Ego.
We'll talk later, Tori. Call me. Yeah, no. I think that Jack was probably
I'm trying to think.
Gay. Before that?
Before that, yeah.
But that would turn you off.
I knew it would. It would.
It would make you question everything. Let's be honest. And let's just do a shout out to Jack, who's my soulmate hero. I just adore him.
Were you upset that he married the gayest icon ever, like with Tori?
I am the Canadian gay icon.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I have a thing for gay icons, yeah.
I can go toe-to-toe with Tori over gay, and she knows it.
But in Toronto, in Canada, it doesn't count.
It counts.
Wow, were you the gay icon in Canada?
Totally.
She was, yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Now,
my partner, who I was very successful with, was gay.
Were you in a lot of movies also and
Ken
TV
Kostick,
shows?
I
very
did some
funny
movies
dude.
and some TV shows, but my whole life is gay. Even though I've got rid of a few gays lately, but I've narrowed down my gays. But it's all gay, all day.
And you hang out with the housewives. Those are your
I
crew?
have some of the girls. Like I said, I really like Brandy.
Because Tori can't get in. Is that because of you?
Probably because I'm such a huge name that I would be in the way of her getting on the Real Housewives.
Like,
Brandy's no longer a housewife, though.
No.
Yeah, she hasn't been for a while.
She was on, and her podcast is hilarious. She's hilarious. You should have her on. She's very funny.
I didn't know she still had it.
Yeah.
So what's a day in the life of you like?
Oh God, I'm so glad you asked. You're a good interviewer. I brought you guys some stuff.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
What are you hawking?
Well, I've got a few things, but
she hawks stuff all the time?
Oh, she's got notes.
No. I'm working for. I'm doing sale. You know, I had my own skincare line.
So does Tori.
No, but you had
You have to do that skin.
Cell Candy.
Cell Candy.
Yes.
Well, what's this?
I did my own skincare line for 3 years. I did the
he's
shopping.
actually selling candy.
I did the
It's gotten so
shopping
bad.
channel, and I'm working actually for Lifeline Skincare now. It's stem cell based. Can I tell you about it?
Yeah, please.
Look what I brought you guys.
We can...
I brought you a bag of
Good,
samples.
because I have zits all of a
Oh
sudden.
my God, Mary Jo never.
I never had
gives
zits
stuff
before.
away for free.
Is she cheap?
Yeah.
No, I am not cheap.
No,
I only brought.
She's frugal.
I only brought
You
one
only
bag.
brought one.
Sorry, Dean.
You
That's for cheating on me, you asshole.
You horrible. Oh my God, that sounded. You look like Smokey when you did that.
Are you Jewish?
I want to be.
I'm Jewish.
No.
I think I'm part Jewish.
There's Jewish blood in your family.
No, I think I'm part Jewish. Anyway, it's a really.
You only brought one sample.
I thought I brought two.
What's wrong with bringing one sample?
I thought it was. I thought I brought.
It's so Mary.
We just want to give you this because it's be part of the alimony. They'll count this part of.
No,
They'll deduct it.
No,
They'll
I
deduct
jerk
it,
off
right.
with
Yeah.
it. That's why she didn't bring it.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's a good visual that I'll
Was
have
he
the
as
next
horny?
I need to get some wrinkles
was he
out
as
of
horny
it.
with you as he is now? Not because Tori's making him horny, but he seems like a really horny guy.
He was.
He was.
Yeah, he was. Anyway, so this is a really
that ended up in an interview somewhere too.
what?
Or something like I'd attack you when you're loading the dishes, or when I come home from dropping the kids off at school, I'd attack you.
You used to attack her? You're so big. Why would you attack her?
No, like sexually. Like
You would throw her up on the bed and
no,
stuff?
I don't know who that came from.
I don't know.
It wasn't our camp.
No, our camp. I don't know. I can't believe you remember these details.
Okay,
I don't know.
talk to me about
I'm sure it
skin
happened once.
elasticity.
This is Lifeline Skincare. It was started by a female scientist in 2007, and it's stem cells. So her daughter was diabetic, and she wanted to do research on stem cells, but she wanted them to be non-embryonic. So they got a donor egg and stimulated it chemically to get a stem cell. So it's all stem cell based.
I love it. My wife's going to love this.
Yeah, she's going to absolutely love it. It's
Okay,
incredible.
I was going to say, where are you getting your stem cells from?
Right, it's from a donor egg, and then they extract the growth factors, peptides, enzymes, and they put them in a lipid, and then micronize them through sound for small molecule delivery. So I've got the line in Beverly Hills, Santa Monica,
amazing.
Brentwood.
Well, thank you.
Have you got some?
And where can I get
your
this?
new
What's the
BFF?
website? What's the
Pardon?
website?
Have you got some of this for your new BFF, Tori Spelling?
And where can I buy this?
Sure, I'll give it to T. I call her T,
Where can I buy this?
not Tori. Tori's too long.
Where can I
I don't
buy
have
this?
time. T.
Where can I buy this?
You have to. I've got it in some of the. I've actually got it in Dr. Yumini, who's just over here across from the Soho.
But on Instagram, is there like a ad
Not the
something?
Pro Plus channel you can't get, but you can go on the website for Lifeline and ask for Pro Plus for
Lifeline
providers.
Pro
Now, Dean has a tattoo of Tori above his penis.
Yeah. So she knows where it is? I don't know. Why?
Yeah, it's microchipped.
Yeah.
Now, were you upset that when you heard that?
I didn't know that till now. Did I?
Oh. You didn't know that?
Well, I don't follow
Dean,
you that closely.
how come you don't have her name on your butt or anything? Like anything like how come
That's
she
a
didn't
really
get,
good question.
How come she didn't get a tattoo?
Yeah. Yeah, Dean. Why not? At least on one ball, right?
Right.
But
yes.
you hated tattoos.
I hate tattoos.
Yeah, so
I
that's
hate
why
them.
I never got. That's why I got so many when I left.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
He
it was like-
tattooed up.
You didn't have any when you were with her?
I had one. My
Anchor?
my first tattoo, my family coat of arms that I got
Okay.
in Scotland when I was 19. That's the only tattoo I had.
And then you got divorced from her. Then you just went
And
crazy.
then I went, yeah.
You went nuts.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
I want to get more. And our son Jack has
He's got
picked
two.
up. He's got.
Ugh.
Yeah, I thought he had more than two.
He's got two.
I thought he had more.
He better only have two.
Does Jack have a-
I'll kick his
He's
ass.
got the rose for Aunt Sue.
Yeah.
And then he covered up.
Yeah, so he's sexy, sweet savage. So he's
sweet,
got
sexy
two.
savage.
Does he have a boyfriend, Jack?
No, I don't think so. He did have one, but he's such a babe. He's just
He's not
so
very
adorable.
forthcoming with me, at least. with
Yeah,
his
I mean, he's
girlfriends. I
talked
think
to me
he-
a bit about stuff. But have you met him?
No.
He's just
Oh, he
6
hasn't.
foot
No,
4.
6'4". He's a gorgeous kid,
Just a great
just like
kid.
his dad.
Yeah, he got my genes. Thank God.
Was it hard?
Thank God.
Was divorce hard on him?
Yes.
It was, and that's why I'm so proud of this young man because of what he walked through.
No, were you
At
bad
his
mouthing
age.
him to the kid and vice versa?
Not really. Not really, truthfully.
That's nice of you.
Yeah. I mean, there were moments when he got older, but not when he was younger. I
Yeah,
did.
There was some. Yeah, there was something.
Pardon?
You got your hooks into him. You said something.
Well,
What did he say?
I don't know. He just changed. Like when we first got divorced, they moved to Canada it ended up being 2 years. And in the first 3 weeks of him being in Canada with Mary Jo, the phone calls got less and less. The
That's-
conversations with Tori got less and less.
that's normal. That's normal.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
It's it's part of the process. I get it. And here's the thing. Now he's 21, and he's stepped back and he's looked at both sides, and he's figured it out. And he's
Would it piss
figured
you off
out.
if you dated like a 6'5" hockey player turned actor?
She hates hockey.
I don't
So
love
if
hockey.
you want to get back at me,
I'm a football fanatic. I love football. He can date whoever he wants. I'm telling you, he came to my house in April or May, and he came with his gay friends who have the best hygiene, right? They load up my dishwasher. They made their beds.
they redecorated.
They had the nicest cologne. They were like Matt was at the party the other night. Like his friends are so lovely. And truthfully, I don't have to deal with a bitchy girlfriend. I'm dealing with fabulous gay men. So
those guys were Matt and Steve. Right?
Matt and Steve.
Matt
But
and
there's
Steve.
a whole group
Very
of them.
mature. Like I
Yeah.
thought they were older than Jack.
Yeah,
But
they're
they're the same age.
wonderful. So
Do you tell them like, hey, you guys better use Vaseline on my kid? Or
No, because Vaseline is not good for like condoms.
No,
it's not. They're not compatible. You need a water-based.
You are OCD.
Water-based lube.
You need 20 grams of Celexa.
he laughs at shit like that.
He needs a lobotomy.
Something's not right. Something's not right with Adam.
Sorry, Jack.
Just saying
that was a cheap shot.
I'll ask him next time I see him. I don't know how to respond to that.
I would tell. I mean, if I had a gay son, I'd be like, hey man. I'd make sure he would date Asian dudes or something. I don't know. I would just
an Asian dude. Why?
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'd be worried though about like just make sure you be safe. And
I always am with him. I'm very straightforward with him. He doesn't like it, but I am. I don't care.
And kids today are a lot more savvy. Well, I'm not. I can't speak for all of them. I can just speak for Jack. He's pretty savvy right from the get-go about what's safe and what's not. And
he seems like a very
practices.
Cool kid, very deep.
He is. He's such a great kid. Like I don't have to worry about him. Like he's so together.
He is.
Like I had at 21 I didn't know my ass from.
He had a rough week and he dealt with it really, really well.
Yeah, on his birthday week.
He had a bad week, but he dealt with it. But he needed to talk it out. And so I was at Van Morrison. I got the call halfway through Van Morrison. He had a bit of an emergency with a friend. I love Van Morrison, who was amazing, by the way. So I got the call halfway through. And he was like hysterical.
Did you have to step out?
I had to. And he was that high-pitched voice he does. I had no idea what he was saying. But he's a great kid. He's a great kid. Yeah. So I'm very proud of him.
Have you met Dean's other 12 kids?
Yeah, I've met 13 of them. I don't know how many there are.
Yeah.
He had 3 during this podcast.
Yeah. I know. I met them.
I just brought out the 5 good ones.
Yeah. So
wait, you met them?
I've met them several times.
They were all at the dinner too.
They were at the party.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't invited.
Yeah, no, you weren't.
You weren't in town.
Or it's the American Girl thing.
I love his kids.
Yeah.
His kids are adorable.
So it was a great night all around, actually. So it was all good.
And what I love too was Stella and Liam and Hattie were getting along famously with Lola.
Yeah.
They exchanged phone numbers and everything, and they're staying in touch.
So you never got mad at Tori for any of this?
Yeah.
Sure.
You were?
Yeah, I did.
But it wasn't a hit on him? Why would you get mad? I mean, it's the other girl, but...
Well, I mean, both of them. I mean,
It's funny. I knew that you guys would get along at some point. Once the dust settled and the smoke cleared, I thought, they share very similar sense of humors, and I just thought that they would get along, and of course they do.
Yeah.
Right.
And I said it Friday night that I think your mom and dad would get along with her. I think your brothers and sisters would get along with her. So
it was a good beginning. It definitely.
And so we're going to dinner too with your parents.
Okay, I will have to really over medicate for that.
What?
I'm
really?
Okay,
well,
why are you doing this?
She suggested it.
Come on, Dean. I think you may be.
I was on tequila.
No,
course.
you have no idea. I love her dad. I love Smokey.
Yeah, but that's tough.
I haven't seen Smokey in how long?
Well, I'm going to see him in a few weeks.
Well, you brought it up though.
He brought it up.
You suggested the dinner.
I
just brought it up in the conversation.
You really think going to dinner with your wife, kids, an ex-wife, and her family?
No kids, because Smokey will kill all of them.
Yeah,
he'll be like, shut these fucking kids up. I just want to have a quiet fucking dinner.
Come on, you don't think maybe you should just focus on Tori and like once in a while talk to her? But
see, now you're giving her an out.
But Adam is really genuinely concerned.
I don't think it's a good idea. I think that you like to, because I think you like to put yourself in fucked up situations because,
why would you say
because in some ways you enjoy the chaos, and
I so don't like chaos.
You love chaos.
I fucking hate chaos.
I think you like living on the edge. I think that's why you became an actor. It's why you play hockey. It's why you do comedy. It's why you've done drugs and all this other shit.
No.
And you like being edgy and all this. That's why you have 5 kids and not 2, okay, or 6 kids and not 2.
That's chaos. That's chaos.
So
all those kids, but like doing comedy and acting and hockey.
Okay, but
how is that chaos?
She's like a wounded bird. Okay, you.
I'm no longer mic'd.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We can't.
I'm a wounded bird.
No, in like a good way. Like you're a bird that was wounded that you put back together, and now you're flying around. Just let the bird. Have fun.
Your mic's not working. Do you want to sit on my lap and we can share my mic?
Just let.
Hey guys, we lost the mic. I think we're down a mic.
And it might just be the headphones. But Dean, this is a bad idea for real.
Yeah.
Because I just think that you're gonna put her in a situation where she's gonna remember you and all the.
Adam.
Yes.
Am I mic'd? And I will answer.
No, I don't think you are because I can't hear you in my headset.
Okay, I will speak to this. No, Adam, I will remember nothing. It will not be down memory lane for mere nostalgia at all. Nothing. Honest to God. Really.
But we went down memory lane a bit Friday
We went down
night.
memory lane, but I would never sit there and pine for.
I know you're not going. Maybe not pine for, but you're gonna. It's just kind of like you're opening up a lot of wounds that have been like healed up. But it's like when you break your leg and you pull your ACL, right? So they fix your ACL, but it's never really the same.
Right.
Okay, so kind of this is right here. This is what's going on right now, where it's a fixed ACL, but it's not really a really strong knee. Okay, and if you do too much of this things, then it needs to snap. And you already got what you need out of this, which is a forgiveness, and everyone's happy and content. I think we should just move on. I think if you start having her over for play dates and parties and this and that, it's just bad.
That will never happen. That will never happen. I think you've made a really good point, but that will never happen.
What will never happen?
The play date.
Together?
Well, no, how do I explain this without offending you? Without offending Dean.
It's really hard.
It's hard to offend.
Yeah. How do I explain this without offending Dean? I say this genuinely. I have completely 1,000,000% moved on. There's no wounds that are gonna be opened up, or there's nothing. There's actually nothing. Sorry, but there's not. Like this is. Yeah, that was a period in my life, and it's over. And there's and how do I say? You could pay me $1 billion, and I wouldn't want to be with Dean. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like there's just not.
You would for them.
Well, he's not going to pay you.
Yeah, no, he wouldn't pay me. No kidding. That's why I parked at the other lot, because I didn't think I'd get my parking. So all I'm saying is, I get what you say. I don't really have any feelings about it one way or the other. Like if it works out and it's a nice evening, that's all it is to me at this point, right?
Yeah,
and if it makes other people feel good, that's fine. But
I think you're playing with fire, Dean.
Okay.
But you're looking at it like we're gonna have this dinner and go back and go down memory lane and talk about this.
You're gonna have a couple drinks and blah blah blah, and then her and Tori be like, "Hey, don't you hate it when Dean's penis is crooked that way or something?" And you have this whole fantasy worked out.
They were comparing notes Friday night anyway. They were just like talking shit about, oh yeah, he does this. Yeah, he's an asshole when he does. Yeah. So that already happened. But as far as having dinner with the rest of her family, we're not gonna.
Yeah, but then they're gonna make some. They're gonna make some snide comment about
moving on.
Yeah, but they moved on too. I mean, they moved on too. Though.
Yeah, so we're not gonna talk about.
But you
shit
hurt
in
their
the past.
daughter.
We're gonna move on.
You hurt their daughter, and they're still gonna have some resentment. And they know Tori from the TV, and I think it's a bad idea.
I think Adam should come to the dinner.
No,
Adam, that's really insightful what you're saying now. It is. Thank you, Adam.
I think
you just ruined a friendship with my ex-wife and my.
I saved a friendship. This is what I did. You have enough on your plate, Dean. You got 6 kids. You have a wife. You got all. She's got a career now. It's the second half of the career, and then you have your stuff and your comedy. Well, you need to talk to your ex-wife for and go have dinner with the family.
So we'll go to dinner in another 3 years.
Okay, if that's what Adam thinks.
No, I think dinner is fine. But do you think you guys? I mean, going to her house for Thanksgiving is that what you're talking about? Like,
what? Did any of us say that?
Well, you're Canadian. You don't have Thanksgiving, right? But
it was yesterday.
Oh, it was yesterday.
Happy Thanksgiving, by the way. Happy Canadian Thanksgiving.
So I mean, you could go out with her dad, like for a beer or something.
That'd be great.
But we need to bring up Tori and her and everybody. I don't know. I know that my wife does not like my ex-girlfriends, and kind of doesn't like me talking to them. I actually called when my stepmom died. My ex-girlfriend knew her as my mom, and they were kind of closer. And I called her, and my wife got very upset with me because she's like, "What are you relying on her to go and not me?" And I didn't look at it that way. I looked at it as like, well, this person knew this person, and then, but I understand where she's coming from. Now maybe she's a little more jealous than Tori is, and Tori's a little more open-minded or whatever. My wife, I'm saying. But.
When you moved in with Bree, she wanted you to burn the sheets because she didn't want to sleep in sheets that you fucked other girls in.
Yes.
It's in his act.
Yes, that's true.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, truthfully. That's not a big commitment.
She had to buy him a new car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a new car too. Anyway, we spent enough time on this. All I'm saying is
it took a turn. This is very positive.
Sorry for ruining. It's my fault.
Yeah, it is your fault. So
she's the one telling me how great and insightful I am, and you're telling me I ruined it. Well, what did I ruin?
I think it was a really good discussion.
Listen, we're not going to be vacationing together.
I think it was a really good discussion, and I think all that discussion showed is that you care for your friend. So I think that was nice.
I do.
Yeah.
I just think I think you're a handful. No, I think you're a nice woman, but you're very cool. You're very cool, but you're definitely, there's a lot of stuff going on here.
You think so?
Oh yeah, you're a mess. I mean, like, in a good way. I mean, you're like beautiful, but there's a lot of like, I could see there's a lot of poetry going on in your head right now. There's a lot of different thoughts, and you're firing off on all cylinders.
Not really.
And you're a full-time job, and you have a full-time job. You don't need 2 full-time jobs. Well, you don't have a job, but I'm saying, but I'm saying you have other. Yeah, you're a lot. You know.
Really?
Yeah.
He got you good.
In what way, Adam?
Well, I could tell that like you're very pretty, and that you've been through a lot of life experience. You're very deep, but you're also very like kind of sad, and then a little bit not like a man, but like you had high hopes for this, and it didn't go well. And
No,
then, like,
no, you're projecting. You're
no,
projecting.
I don't have high hopes for this at all.
Yeah,
No.
No. Truthfully, you're projecting.
I don't have high hopes. I'm just saying you have a lot. I can tell that like you're not the kind of girl that you don't seem like the kind of girl that puts out on the first night. You're definitely one of those.
You know.
Really?
Of course.
You guys banged the first night?
Adam.
Maybe when you were in 20s, but like,
no. I think that's an interesting analysis, but I'm not a sad person. I'm actually a happy person.
I didn't say you're sad.
And I think that when you go through something traumatic, like you can get over it.
I know. I'm just saying that you have a lot of going on. Okay, I'm not saying it's bad. I think it's great.
Okay.
What do you want to be, like an empty
No.
vase? Okay.
No.
You have a lot up here, and it's great.
It's called brains.
You have a lot of brains, but a lot of feelings, and I don't think that. I think this is like a Pandora's box here. You know.
You're an idiot. You're like you've taken actually something where there's actually nothing and made it into like this big huge thing. So that's good that you could do it, but sometimes
When are we getting remarried?
sometimes Adam, what is it? Like a hot dog is just a hot dog.
Wait, what? You're a hot dog?
No, I'm just saying sometimes it just is what it is. It's really not
from a
that
chef.
complicated.
No,
like
this is not. You and her. You got. The things he said about you 2 weeks ago versus now, this isn't complicated?
I don't know what he said about me 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
I don't know. You're so
I'm
funny.
just saying, when she gets brought up, things are not always in the positive manner.
They weren't. We hadn't talked in 3 years, Adam, until Friday.
And now you want to go to the Hamptons. So
That's what
like,
we're doing, Adam.
But
We're
listen,
leaving the
listen.
bottom of the Comedy Store where you can't even pay for my parking, and we're going to the Hamptons, Adam. That's
Nice.
what's going to happen between the two of us right now.
Okay, do whatever the fuck you want. I'm just saying you have a lot of people in your life. And
We both have a lot going on, and is this sort
well,
of
she won't even go on a date
out
in
of
14 years.
I'm
She's
dating.
dating someone.
What, the 5'1" lawyer?
I said the 5'1".
Oh my God.
Nice. He seems like a nice guy.
He's lovely. He's absolutely lovely and 6'3". So yeah.
Took him
yeah.
10 years to get you? That's what I'm saying. He liked you for 10 years.
No, Adam, that was not the story.
You said you met him 10 years ago.
I met him 10 years ago.
And he's a guy.
He's a guy, and
So-
it didn't work out 10 years ago.
Did you date
Oh.
10 years ago, or you just met? And it was
We
like,
just
hey,
we
let's
went on a
go
few
out,
dates 10
and it
years
just-
ago.
okay.
So anything that you want to say to Dean now that you guys are all best friends again?
It was nice to see you, and it was lovely to meet Adam.
Oh, thank you. Nice
Adam
meeting you too.
was wonderful.
Adam's special.
I think I have a future in marriage counseling.
Marriage counseling.
yeah,
You're very
yeah.
good.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
are.
I'm good at breaking people up.
Yeah.
Well,
And,
you're-
Almost had me convinced it was about it.
You're OCD, and so you're very detail oriented.
right.
So you ask good questions
Oh, thank
because you really think you've got a million things going on in your mind.
you.
So yeah, it's really good.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Nice. And then Dean, what do you have coming up?
I have coming up tonight. I'm at the Ice House, but that doesn't matter because we're not going to hear this until next Monday.
Yeah.
Tuesday nights, you can find me at the Dime, and Monday, October 21st, I'm launching a comedy night at the Pickwick Pub in Woodland Hills. Show starts at 8. Donations are being taken for Adopt a Family at Christmas. So come on out.
Is it your
It's gonna be
family,
a
or-
great time. No, families in need.
Oh,
Yeah, my family. Just make checks payable to Dean McDermott. But come on out. It'll be fun. What do you got going on?
I'm headlining the the Laugh Factory next week in Las Vegas.
Oh, that's
The
right.
21st,
Adam has a
27th.
huge billboard in Las Vegas.
In Las Vegas, and then I'm available for couples therapy if anybody wants to. Couples that have broken up that want to get back together, but not really.
Just be friends.
Yes, and then I'm at the I'm there, and then I'm at the South Point Casino November 1st, and then I'm going to Greenland for the military.
That's going to be so cool.
Does Donald Trump know you're going?
The Greenland? No, he wants to buy property there, right? He wants to own the place.
He wants to buy it.
Yeah. He wants to buy the place.
They shut him down, though, right?
Yeah. And then I'm at the Miami Improv November 20th on Wednesday.
Do you think he'd turn Greenland into Orangeland?
He should, right? It's a good joke. I like that joke.
Not bad.
I like this. So this is good. So if anybody wants to get in touch with their ex, what's the best way to do it?
Hire Tori. Email us at daddyissuesshow@gmail.com, and Adam will come and help repair your marriage.
Well, I could come on too and help people.
Yeah?
Yeah, I could.
I'm sure you could.
Yeah, I think that I could. Exes. And how to get along with the other woman after many years. How's that? That's a good little segment.
That's good. See how she came on here under the guise of getting along with her ex-husband to
skincare and two shows.
Now Tori obviously is a very attractive woman. Did she inspire you to get in good shape? Were you like, fuck that, I'm not letting Dean with a girl hotter than me or something?
Never. I'll tell you why. I just didn't. And also, when I got divorced, I lost like 20 pounds. It's called the divorce diet, or 10 pounds. Like it just came off and it never came back.
You didn't work out? Like, I'll show him?
No.
You've heard about the divorce diet, right? Like,
yeah, when you get divorced.
They drop weight. Usually it's
because their wives aren't cooking for them anymore.
No, it's the women usually.
Oh,
it's the women who.
I want to say that because it's like, oh God, I'm going to get shit for generalizing.
Yeah.
But usually it is.
And it can be the men too.
And the guys too. Yeah. Guys.
So do you think you helped her get into shape?
Totally. Like, I helped her get in the best shape of her life.
I'm indebted. Yeah, definitely. I couldn't even get out of bed. And I couldn't eat or drink or do anything.
So if you want your wife to lose weight, leave her.
Leave her.
You can see her tramp stamp now because her back fat.
You have a tramp stamp?
Never.
Oh.
Never. I would never get a tattoo ever. I'm just not that. I just don't like tattoos.
But you said you were a wild girl back in the day.
When did I say that?
You said you were in some wild crew of Canadian couples back in the day.
When we did our Catholic thing.
And the Catholic thing, yeah. But we never stayed friends with them. For a little bit, we stayed friends with a couple.
Who was more famous, you or Dean?
I was.
She always says that.
Did that bother you?
No, but I know the truth. So.
What's the truth?
I was more famous than her.
I was more famous than him. I had a show on every day for 8 years. Wow. Every day, yeah. Are you starting again? Oh my God, we're done. We're done.
Go on IMDb and compare our resumes. You tell us and
hey, why don't people write in if there's any Canadian listeners and let us know.
Yeah. We have Canadian listeners and our American listeners. Do a little research. You're gonna have to do a deep dive for Mary Jo Eustice and find out
who was your rebound dude after him. Do you know, Dean?
Can't say.
Really?
No, I had a few.
Was it Dean Cain, like other Deans?
No, I didn't really feel that.
Oh,
I wasn't really feeling the Dean vibe. Truthfully.
Oh, okay.
Harry Dean Stanton.
Was it? Who else was Canadian? Was it Mike Myers?
No, it wasn't Mike Myers.
Jim Carrey?
No, it wasn't Jim Carrey.
Drew Carey?
It wasn't Drew Carey.
Ryan Reynolds?
No, it wasn't.
You looked at Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah, I went out with Ryan Reynolds.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Rick Fox.
Really?
Rick Fox. You went out with Rick Fox?
I gotta go.
I have a funny Rick Fox story.
Rick was doing a TV show that I was on.
He's a nice guy.
He's a really nice guy.
Oh, he was so drunk one night at the comedy club, and I was hosting. It was like at this college bar called Westwood, and he was in the crowd. It's like, oh, the next comic is Rick Fox, as a joke, you know. He was like, I'll go up.
Did he go up?
Yeah, but he was like wasted and started saying all these like horrible things about like people that he's been with. And like no one was laughing. It was just really uncomfortable, but it was really funny.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
You went out with Rick Fox?
I have to go
because I work with him on 1-800-MISSING, and then they retooled the show to Missing. Did he stay on after?
No, I met him like in 2015 or 2016.
Oh, recently, Rick Fox.
Yeah.
Wow, look at you.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds and Rick Fox, and Dean McDermott. Look at you.
What a trifecta. Let's be honest. Can I go now?
Yes, you can
How
go.
long is this show?
The show's been over for 30 minutes.
I want to thank our guest, Mary Jo Eustice, my ex-wife, for coming on the show and being a great sport. Adam Hunter, you have a new career as a marriage therapist.
Yes.
And if we've learned anything from this episode, it's to put the past in the past, move on, grow spiritually, listen to the universe, and reach out to your ex.
And heavily edit this show.
And heavily edit and medicate yourself. Have a great Monday, everyone. I hope you have an awesome week, and we'll catch you next Monday. Peace.
Thank you. You'll take out whatever you want.